Sun is bright, come watch the sky. Far away a dot is moving. Clouds give way, birds scratch the blue. A yellow vision has come true. Feel the freedom in the air. Europe is a place so near. Time keeps on running, no wish to hide. The challenge has begun, our joy and pride. Take the taxi through the air. Come on board, don't stay out there. Touch the sky, your smile starts flying. Take the chance, it's worth a trying. Board the yellow cab to somewhere. Take the taxi through the air. Taxi through the air. Cross mountains high and valleys deep. Destinations to discover. We fly you there, the fare is low. Choose any place you'd like to go. There'll always be a new horizon, a further step to make. The world keeps spinning, checking easy. Clear as the sky, make up your mind. Take the taxi through the air. Just come on board, don't stay out there. Touch the sky, your smile starts flying. Take the chance, it's worth a trying. Board the yellow cab to somewhere. Take the taxi through the air.
Well, hi guys, and good morning, and well, it's morning time here. And welcome to Jet and Airways, where a smile goes a long way, but most of the pilots stay at home. Yes, we are a virtual airline, but we're a casual fun flying group. We don't take things too seriously, and we're just here to share our hobby with others, not make money from YouTube, subscribers or memberships or nothing. Everything's absolutely free. You don't even need to shout me a cup of coffee. We're just here to have fun. So that is Jet in Airways. Now, the big announcement I need to make today is that tomorrow we're having this beautiful 777-3R from PMDG revealed. We have the big unveiling tomorrow for our own Jet and Airways paint scheme, our own livery. It has been done, and we have a big party tomorrow, and you are all invited. Bring your friends if you've got any. Like me, maybe you haven't got many. Well, only friends I've got are those who watch my channel. Well, sort of. Anyway, you are invited to the big party. Hi, good morning, Amit. Welcome to the show, mate. You are invited tomorrow, 9 p.m. Zulu time. 9 p.m. Zulu time. That's Saturday night, to our big party, and we are having an unveiling of our beautiful 777 and Jet and Airways colours. So that will be fantastic. And I've got to tell you, it looks gorgeous inside and out. So that is tomorrow night. I'm good today, Amit. Hope you are well. Also, it's a bit cold here this morning, mate. A bit early. I got up here early morning in New Zealand. It's a bit frosty, but it's going to be a nice day. Now, as you can see, I am in the China Eastern livery for the 777, and of course I've got to communicate to the team on board. I've got to communicate to the passengers, and I've got to talk to the team. So I have to switch over to Chinese now. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Ni hao, jin tian tian xu hung hao. Okay, that means it is a beautiful day, guys. It is a beautiful day. So, what are we going to do today? We're going to just do a little flight, because I'm back practicing again. And like I always say, practice makes perfect. So that's why I'm doing such a short hop today. I'm practicing my landings. So I've done this little short hop many times, but you know, that's the way it is when you practice. Same with the piano. When you're learning the piano, you play the same song many times. It's only us guys that play games that want to go to a new airport every day or every week. But in reality, it's not like that, guys. In reality, you have to do the same flight over many times. If you're a commercial pilot, you'll probably agree with me. Put it in the comments if you know this for sure. A commercial pilot, they do the same route many times. And it's just like learning the piano. You do the same song many times. That's how you get good at it. Okay, not by going to a different airport and doing a different route every day, like a lot of flight simmers like to do. I like to do the same little hop many times until I get very good at it, and then I'll move on to another trip, maybe a medium long haul flight, and again do that many times until I become good at it. And I think that's the way it works when you're practicing something new. Am I right? Am I right? I think I am. So here we are again, and I tell you, this this livery's pretty bland, I have to say. I mean, I have flown China Eastern, don't get me wrong. I have flown with them. I think it was in a China Southern. I think I flew with China Southern when I went to Guangzhou, and I was in a 747. So that was like 10 years ago. Around 10 years ago, maybe. And that was a great flight, great service. Great team on board. I had a great time in the 747. So I have flown in China Southern Airlines, I think it was. This livery is rather bland. It's okay, but it's a little bit bland. But the Jetton livery tomorrow, when you see it at our big party, 9 o'clock Zulu time, Saturday night, you will see our livery really sparkles, guys. And a lot of the big time YouTubers have got their own livery as well, but I tell you, our one is the best. Our one is I might be a little bit biased, probably. But you know, come along 9 o'clock Zulu time and have a look at the unveiling of our Jetton Airways pmdg 777-300ER. It'll be fantastic. So we better stop blabbering, and we better get in and start doing some work here. We don't have any passengers today. This is just a little practice flight up the coast to Los Angeles, because I want to practice my landings basically, because it's such a short hop. Aiden's here. Morning, Aiden. Hi, William. Up bright and early, I see. Yeah, and it was cold this morning, mate. It was cold. I got a little heater on down here. Yes, it's the hardest part of flying this 777 at the moment, getting out of bed in the morning to do the stream. It's not the cockpit that's cold and dark that worries me, it's the office. But anyway, it's warming up now. It's quite nice. In fact, I might have to turn the heater off soon. Yeah, so welcome aboard, Aiden. Welcome aboard, Amit. Nice to see you guys. Amit is a real pilot. Amit flies Cessnas, I think it is, so he's a real pilot. So he's a handy guy to have around. And a nice guy too. So we're just going up the coast, so we don't need to go very high. Actually, I'm only going up to 10,000 feet. We're flying out through Padres. There's our SID. We're flying out through Padres, and we're coming in through Gigi and into runway 25 left. So it's all about just having a little bit of practice. Now, Ksan is not a big airport. In fact, 747s don't arrive or depart in Ksan, unless it's me, of course, flying in or out with one of our planes. So I'm not sure about the 777s. I imagine 777s don't fly in and out of Ksan as well. It's a small runway, but today we're going to give it a crack. Hey, Melky's here. Didn't realise you Kiwis were so soft. Yeah, well, I used to be pretty hard. I used to work outside driving machinery, Melky, when I was about 19 or 18. I used to drive 100-ton Euclids, 100-ton bulldozers for Caterpillar. And we were out 12, 13 hours a day, so I was tough. But as I've got older, I've become softer and softer and softer. Running my company now, I'm very soft. I like to stay inside on the cold days. I let someone else outside in the cold to do the work. Nice to see you, Malky. Welcome aboard. Today is just about a little practice flight up to Ksan. So it's all about just practicing. Now I'm in China Airways, so I have to communicate to the crew. So I'm talking a little bit of Chinese, a little bit I know, like Ni Hao, Jin Tiang Tiang Chu Hung Hao. So I can communicate a little bit to the crew. Anyway, let's jump inside. I'm flying out through Padres, just a few little simple waypoints today. And we are running on the APU at the moment. So let's get a few things done here. Melky's got the 777 working again today. I had to do complete reload. Oh, okay. Did you have a few problems with it, Melky? What was going on? I've been very, very fortunate. Everything's sort of pretty much gone very smoothly for me with the installation of it. And of course the livery, that took a little bit of fiddling around. I'm not too good at downloading and installing, to be honest. But Jonathan, our artist in Brazil, helped me out with the installation of the livery. Hope you're going to be at the party tomorrow night, you guys. 9 p.m. Zulu time for the unveiling of the Jeton Airways livery. Okay, so we'll put our climb out speed 250. What else can we do here? We can probably put our flight directors on and our LNAV. LNAV is on. In the way of lights, what have we got on? Landing lights we don't need on yet. Beacon lights we can put on. Taxi lights on. Strobe lights on. That is fine. I think everything else is pretty cool up here. We look okay. Melky Clark, when I completed my flight the other day from London to Heathrow to Madrid, the aircraft, all the instruments and everything just froze. Not the flight sim, just the aircraft. Oh, okay, that's interesting. The whole thing froze. The whole thing froze. Wow. Did you get it right in the end? What you're going to have a crack at it today, are you? Hopefully it'll be all fixed. I haven't had that problem yet, Malky. Touch wood. Have not had that problem yet. Okay, so we are running on the APU. Let's come down here. And we can remove our chocks. Ground connections, everything removed. Release all. Door management, I think we're all closed up there. I think we're all good. Let's just have a look outside and see, make sure all the crew are clear. All the crew and all the vehicles are clear. Well, hopefully, Melky, you get that sorted today. Hopefully things go a bit better for you, mate. Yes, it's all working now. Just going to create a small flight while I'm listening to you. Yeah, we'll just fly up to KLX with me, Melky. I'm in the 777 going from Ksan. Bit of a short runway, so you've got to be on the ball when it comes to taking off. But I'm flying up through Padres. Let's have a look. Flying up through Padres. Coming in through Honda, Gigi and runway 25 left. So if you want to do a little flight, have a go at this one. The most exciting part is getting off this runway. It's quite short, I think. So we can go ahead and get some pushback. We'll go ahead and get some pushback organised, and we'll get our engine started. And we can taxi out to the active. I think I've got my park brake all sorted now, thanks to Alan and friends. Hold down the toe brakes and click the lever up to put it on. Hold down the toe brakes for a few seconds and it goes off. There we go. We got it sussed. Okay, we're pushing back, guys. This is it. Now, fuel today. I have run out of fuel once before, like an idiot. But today I'll put the brakes on rejected takeoff while I'm down here. Fuel, I've got 48.5. In the fuel options, I clicked on short flight. When you're fueling, you have some options. You can go to medium range, long range, or short range. I clicked on the short range fuel because I'm just going up to KLX. Let's hope that that is okay. I think it should be okay because it is a pretty short flight. Here's Al ZZFS. Good morning. Welcome to the stream, mate. Hope you are well. Welcome aboard. Good meeting new people every day. Every day I'm here on the stream. Every morning about this time I'm meeting new people from around the world, and it's great. I enjoy it. Al ZZFS, whereabouts are you based? Are you in the UK or the States or in Asia? Whereabouts are you? Okay, so let's get some nice pushback here going. Ni hao, jin tian teng chu hung hao. If you are from China, I am flying China Airways. If you're wondering what I just said, I said hello, how are you? The weather is lovely today. Hung hao is very, very good in Mandarin. It's not Cantonese, it's Mandarin. There's about 2 or 3 different languages in China from the different provinces. Right, so let's get our park brake on. Oh. I have been to China. It was probably about 10, 12 years ago. Went to China, did a speaking engagement, so I do love China. Went to Guangzhou and went to Beijing to do some shopping. Very, very nice place. Love the food. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some engines started up. What's the airport code again, William? Okay, for San Diego, it's KSAN, Ksan. For Los Angeles, it's KLAX. Now, apparently when you start these engines, apparently when you start these engines, you do not wait for the numbers to come up. You can just go straight down and flick on the switch on the fuel switch to add fuel to the engines. You do not need to wait for the numbers to come up, unlike some of the other planes that we fly. So we'll come down here straight away. We can flick up that lever there for the fuel. And you'll see the numbers coming up there. Right, so our engines are firing up there. Just check we've got everything right here. We've got our flight directors on. LNAV is on. I'm going to put my auto throttle on a little bit later. Cheers, Paul. See you there. Who's Paul? You chatting to Paul at the same time? Are you two-timing me, Malcolm? Are you two-timing me? Talking to Paul. Okay. Right, climb out speed. I mean, vertical speed. Let's set that. I won't set it too steeply, actually. Okay, so our engines seem to be all good and stable. Right. Park brakes. Let's release the park brakes. And we'll taxi out to the active. See if we can get this bird off the ground at Ksan. Lovely short runway. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be exciting. Now, don't forget the big party tomorrow night, guys. Don't miss it. 9 o'clock Zulu time. You be there or be square, okay? Be there or be square. We are unveiling the brand new livery for Jet and Airways in the 777-300 by PMDG. It will be a big occasion, guys. I'm very, very excited. Jonathan in Brazil has done a fantastic job of our artwork inside and outside the plane. And I know you are just going to love it. So if you're a jet-in pilot, or you've just like watching people fly the 777, come along tomorrow, Saturday night, 9 p.m. Zulu time. That's 9 p.m. for a lot of you guys. For me, it will be 9 a.m. in the morning, and we'll do the big reveal of the PMDG 777 and our new livery. Beautiful. Here we go. We're in China Eastern Airways. Haven't flown China Eastern. I have flown China Southern. I think probably a couple of times. I think I went to Brisbane once, or Melbourne, China Southern. Of course, I flew to Guangzhou about 10 years ago, China Southern. A great airline, great service, really loved it. When I went to China, I think I was in the China Southern 747. Haven't flown in a 777. Just getting my trim right down here. I need to set my trim so it's about in the middle of that green marked area there. Try and stay on the yellow line. Aidan, are you buying the 777? What are you up to, mate? Are you going to buy it? Have a go? It's not cheap, to be honest. What was it? 77 NZ dollars for me. So you know it's not a cheap plane, but it is a good quality. It's nothing compares with it. So you can't compare it with something else, but you know it's a lot of money to pay out. Yeah, 77 Kiwi dollars. But the way I look at it, guys, is that, you know, if you go to the movies in New Zealand, you're up for $15 at least. And then you might buy an ice cream, $3. You might buy a drink, another $2. You might buy some popcorn, another $7. And that's only one day out, only one night out, and that will last you maybe two and a half hours, and you've already spent what, $30 for 2 hours. So you got to think, how much enjoyment are you going to get out of this 777? How many hours? And I don't think for me, I think it's going to be quite a few weeks, which will probably go into months, possibly go into years. So you break that up. Going to the movies costs you $15 to $30. $15 to $30 for two hours, 2.5 hours. $77 for a month, 3 months, or a year's enjoyment with your hobby. Look at it that way, guys. It's cheap, okay, for the amount of enjoyment and the amount of use you get out of it. Compared to doing anything else like going out, it is cheap, okay? And you actually save money because you go out less, you have all your enjoyment and your hobby at home. You're not going out every day, driving around, paying money for petrol and food or coffee or whatever. You're staying at home with your hobby, enjoying yourself. I think it's money well spent. It will actually save you money if you buy something like this that you love doing, you enjoy doing, and you stay home to do. Oh, Solo Plays. Welcome aboard, my friend. Nice to see you. Thank you, and welcome to the stream. Solo Plays Microsoft Flight Simulator. Sometimes when there's wind shear, the plane doesn't go, doesn't give me warnings. Okay, the plane doesn't give you warnings. I don't know. Well, it gives me plenty of warnings. I assure you, I get plenty of warnings. It's a wonder I haven't been fired by now. And the warnings usually come up on the screen here, this DDI here. They're not necessarily warnings. They're telling you things that are not done properly. See here, it says emergency lights. It all comes up here. So the plane basically tells you what you need to do, which is just bloody brilliant. Emergency lights. So let's hold down the toe pedals. We'll click on the park brake. Let's go up here and have a look. Let's go up here, have a look at our... Have I stopped? No, I haven't stopped. Hang on. Why haven't I stopped? The brakes should be on. There we go. Are they on? Okay, let's go up here, have a look at our emergency brakes. Here we are, see? I haven't got the emergency brakes. The emergency light's on. There we are. Look at that. Okay, and there you go. The emergency light, warning light has gone out. And I really love that. I love the way the plane reminds you of things that you haven't done. That is bloody brilliant. That's excellent. Really happy with that. Okay, so we will come up here. Where is Ksan? KSAN is the code for San Diego. San Diego is Ksan. Now, guys, if you're new to here, new to this channel, we have group flights on a Tuesday evening. If you're in our Discord, I will set the flight plan. I will tell everyone where we're flying, and we will meet up. And we usually have group flights for Jet and Airways on a Tuesday evening around 8 o'clock. Right, 8 o'clock Kiwi time. Okay, so that would be 8 o'clock in the morning. For a lot of you, I guess. Or maybe 10 o'clock or 8 o'clock. So 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. Zulu time. But for me in New Zealand, that is 8 p.m. So we meet up once a week, sometimes more than once a week, but Once a week is our official time, Tuesday night, for our group flights, and you're all welcome to join in. We'll meet at an airport around 8 o'clock. Just after 8 o'clock we'll be pushing back and we'll be flying somewhere. Not a long flight, usually about an hour, hour and a half tops, and we do a nice short little hop together in the group flight, and it is a heck of a lot of fun, I have to say. So here we are at the hold short. I've crossed over the line a little bit. We're at Ksan in San Diego, Ksan. Not a bad day, a little bit of cloud. We should get some nice views as we head up the coast to Los Angeles. Los Angeles, this town that never sleeps, the place where dreams are made. And don't forget, I got to keep telling you about tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Zulu time, guys. You are welcome to come to our party. We are unveiling the beautiful 777-300ER in Jeton Airways livery. We have all our planes painted in the Jeton Airways livery, all the pmdg 737s, or most of them. And of course this one has been painted in Jeton Airways, and we are unveiling it tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Zulu time. It'll be 9 o'clock in the evening for many of you, 9 o'clock in the morning for me. It's going to look fantastic. It's been painted inside and out. Aidan, sometimes less people land than take off. Yeah, you're right. Today I'm going to take off and I'm going to land, okay? Okay? Yes. I'm probably on my final warning. But today is really about practice. That's all, guys. I may fail. I may make a mess of it, okay? Forget it. I don't care. I'm here to practice, and I'm just trying to portray that point to people, particularly people getting started and newies and beginners. It's not about whether you crash or whether you get things right. It's all about practice. Just keep on doing it day in, day out, and you will get good at it, I promise you, okay? And that's all I'm doing. I'm just repeating, rinsing and repeat, doing easy little flights that I know so that I can practice my takeoff and my landing. My last stream I landed on the water. Oh yeah, and I got the ribbing for it. People gave me a hard time for it, but you know what? I don't care. It's all about practice, and that's how you learn. That's how you improve. You should never be embarrassed or worry about failing or making a mistake. Can we see your cockpit setup? Yes, you can. You can probably see my yoke here. I've got a Cytec yoke, I think it is. I've got the throttle quadrant. I've got another button box over here, and I've got an Xbox controller. I'll do that on a separate video, solo plays, okay? It's a good idea. Soon I will do a video on my setup. Right, so let's take off this brake. Enough yabbering and talking. We're not here to talk, we're here to fly, aren't we? Too much talking makes William a very dull boy. Now flaps. Flaps. We do our flaps. Flaps, let's check our flaps. Let's check our flaps over here. Flaps down 10. Or down 5. I think I should have them down 5. Hard to see, eh, from this. They've got quite a big knob on the end of the flap lever there. Not really that hard to see. I mean, it is quite hard to see. That's what I tried to say. Okay, so landing lights on. Our lights are all good. Flight directors are on. LNAV is on. Let's release the brake and we'll head out to the active. We have clearance for departure. We have clearance for departure, so we can head up the coast to Los Angeles. Right, are we moving? Is our plane moving? Or are we going to have problems again? We're going to have problems again with the park brake. I thought that I had sorted that out actually. I thought I had sorted my park brake out. I thought I had sorted those issues out. But it appears I haven't. It appears I haven't. I'm holding the toe brakes, lifting that up, and nothing happening there. Holding down the toe brakes. There we go. Did something wrong. I didn't hold my mouth in the right position. That's what it was. What's flaps for takeoff? I have my flaps set to 5. My flaps are set to 5 for departure. Right, I've come right down the end here. I need all the runway I can get, guys. Ksan, San Diego is not a big runway. 747s do not. 747s do not come into San Diego as far as I know. Correct me if I'm wrong. But they don't come into San Diego. And I doubt whether the 777s would as well. But I'm happy to be corrected on that, guys. It is not a big runway. Okay. Aviation Geek, hey, amazing content, keep up the great work. Thank you, mate, and welcome aboard. Welcome to Jet and Airways. I'm here streaming most mornings. Right, I'm going to hold on the brake. I am going to turn on the auto throttle. Going to bring my throttle up to 40 or 50. Hear those engines wind up. And I'm going to hit the toga. Here we go, guys. Hold on to your lug nuts. Let's see what happens. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Oh my God. Here we go. Now I'm actually pushing the nose. I'm actually pushing the nose forward. I'm holding the plane down. Positive rate, gear up. Auto throttle on. LNAV on. Let's set our climb out speed 19. I've set that already, so that is good. I got a beeping noise here. Autopilot, that's gone out. Okay, so let's do a quick check. Auto throttle on, set 250 climb out, LNAV on, climb out 1,900. Altitude we're heading up to initially is 10,000. Autopilot engaged. Flaps up. I'll switch this over to map. Okay, so we're climbing up, heading up through 6,000, and our speed is steadily climbing. Now what I was going to say when we were taking off, I was pushing the yoke forward to hold the nose down on the runway. It tends to want to lift up a little bit, but you've got a short runway. I need to gain more speed before it lifts off, so I'm pushing the yoke forward to hold the nose of the plane down, and then at the exact right moment I will then pull back on the yoke and lift the nose up. We've got plenty of speed and plenty of lift. So that's what I did there. And this is still beeping again. Over speed, is it? Flaps up again. Flaps right up. Over speed. And we're at 10,000 already. My God, that didn't take long, did it? It didn't take long at all. Let's turn off those landing lights. Taxi lights can go off. Flaps up, and we are clean, and we are heading up the coast to Los Angeles. Welcome aboard, guys. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Jet In Airways, where a smile goes a long way. We have all our planes painted in Jet In livery. Tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Zulu time. That's Saturday night, 9 p.m. Your time. We have the unveiling of the amazing 777-300 ER in Jet In Airways livery. We have it painted, and we have the big reveal, the unveiling, tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Zulu time. Bring your friends, okay? It's going to be fun, because I tell you, the plane looks amazing painted in the Jet In Airways livery. I've seen it inside and out. It is beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. So that's 9 o'clock Zulu time tomorrow. Bring all your online friends, okay? And if you join the Discord, we have a group flight every Tuesday night. This Tuesday we are flying from Las Vegas up to KSFO. So we'll probably have 3 777s all lined up on the taxiway. At least three 777s lined up on the taxiway heading over from Las Vegas up to KSFO. So tune in for that one. That is going to be fantastic. Our group flight, 8 p.m. Zulu time on a Tuesday night. But our big one tomorrow, of course, is Saturday night, 9 p.m. Zulu time. The unveiling and the big reveal of the Jet In Airways 777. It is amazing. What's your longest flight? Solo Play says, what's your longest flight? I think I've gone from San Diego over to or was it Los Angeles? Years ago now. Los Angeles over to Chicago. That may not seem like a really long flight to you guys, but for me at the time it was a really long flight. I think it was in Flight Simulator X, FSX, that's right. It's probably the longest one I did in FSX, I think. Now, we are only going up the coast for a very short flight, so I don't really need to go up higher than 10,000 feet, to be honest. Here we go. Look, we're almost halfway there already on the VMAP. The main thing I want to do today is practice my takeoff, my departure, and practice my landing. And if you want to practice those things, just have a very short flight so you can get up and practice your landings. And just rinse and repeat until you improve. My last stream I landed on the water. I think I was heading into KSFO. Oh my gosh. So today I'm hoping for a butter landing, okay? Is it too much to hope for? I don't know. But you got to keep trying, guys. You got to practice. You're going to practice. Aidan, I have to go now, William. Good luck with your flight. Thank you, Aidan. Thanks for calling in, mate. I might see you tomorrow night at the unveiling of the Jet Airways 777. That would be nice. Have a good day, mate. Cheers. So we're going to stay around 250 knots, 10,000 feet. It's just like taking this bird around the block, really. We're not really going very far. What's our fuel situation? I clicked on the option. I noticed when I went to fuel up, I had an option, long range, short range or medium range, so I just clicked on the short range, and it looks like I'm going to have probably more than enough just to go to KLAX. I envisage when I go to KSFO, KLAX to KSFO, I probably only need the medium range. I don't know. I could try it. So we're cruising along very, very nicely here. I'm going to put my auto brake on 2, I think, but we don't actually do that until we've descended down. Once we've descended down, we will click that round to our auto brake round to 2. I think that will be enough at Los Angeles. They have pretty decent airports there. So what have you been up to, guys? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to go to our channel, click on the like, please make a comment or subscribe, not just on the chat on the stream, but actually go to the channel if you can and click the like and make a comment on the channel. That would be much appreciated. That helps me out, it helps the channel out, helps it become more visible, so I would appreciate that, guys. I appreciate any support. And welcome to Jet Airways. We have group flights every Tuesday night. We're a casual, fun flying group. I'm not here to make money or memberships or anything like that. No donations. You don't have to shout me a cup of coffee. Well, maybe if you come to New Zealand, yes, I might hold you up to shout me a cup of coffee, okay? But we're just here to have fun and share our hobby. That's all, okay? We're not here to try and make money from YouTube or our subscribers. We just fly for Jet In, and we're casual fun flyers. We're here for the enjoyment. And we're flying in a Chinese livery. If you're from China watching, well, ni hao, jin tiang teng chi hang hao. Means hello, how are you? And it is a beautiful day today. Hang hao means very, very good. Jin tiang teng chi means the weather today is very nice. So we are heading down, actually. Heading down, nice and slow, nice and casual, like everyone's having a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. So no one is worried, really. They might worry a little bit later when I come in for a landing. I would be worried. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Actually, we do not have any customers today. No passengers today, guys. This is just a little practice run up the coast so I can practice my landing. I think Melky's on board somewhere. I think Melky's flying as well. He said in the comments he's setting up a flight. So Melky might be on his way up to Los Angeles as well in his 777. He's out and about practicing today. I don't have the group flight thing enabled, so I won't be able to see him, but going by the comments, I think he's out flying his 777. I think he's heading up to Los Angeles. Solo plays. Everything I set a flight plan and enable autopilot, my plane doesn't follow the flight plan. Well, I don't know, Solo plays. I'm not a highly technical person or a real pilot in any way. I think in the past when I've had that issue, maybe the LNAV is not engaged properly. Here is the LNAV here. This has got to be lit up. If this is lit up, then your plane will follow the flight plan. If the plane goes a bit wonky, maybe there are some discontinuities. So go through your waypoints here and just check if there are any little zeros all in a row. They'll be discontinuities. Click on the one underneath it and then click on the discontinuity. That will lift that waypoint up and it will delete the discontinuity. If you see a whole row of circles, it's what we call a discontinuity. Get rid of those. So go through all your waypoints, make sure they're all okay. If they are, then your LNAV should light up. Your flight director's got to be on for the LNAV to work. And your plane has got to be pointing in the general direction of your flight plan. If you're pointing in the opposite direction to your flight plan, sometimes the LNAV will not pick it up. It will not pick up that you actually have a flight plan. It will not engage. So make sure you're within a certain percentage or certain degrees of your flight plan. LNAV should come on. If LNAV's on, then you know that you should be following the flight plan okay. That's all I know. I'm not a technical sort of person. You might have to do some YouTube tutorials, do a little bit more research on that. William, need to make sure I have the VNAV switched on as well as autopilot. Yeah, it's optional, VNAV, I think. If you want to use your autopilot, you want your autopilot to follow all the correct altitudes, you can have VNAV on. But I prefer to do it manually. Actually, I prefer to do my descents manually, control them manually. Otherwise, I have absolutely nothing to do. Just sit here twiddling my thumbs. It's probably the more accurate thing to do, Melky, the more correct thing to do. You are right, but I'm a little bit unorthodox sometimes, as you know. To my own detriment, I must say. To my own detriment. Right, so I'm coming down. I'm turning inland now. So it won't be long and we'll be on finals. It's a pretty short little hop. A very short little hop. How are you going, Melky? Are you up in the air? Are you flying? Turning now inland. Right, so let's see if I can lock onto the ILS today. I have had a little bit of trouble with that. I don't know why. Maybe I've come in too high, or maybe I've come in from underneath the ILS. Milky's about halfway there. Let's have a look at my VMAP. Yeah, well, I must just be a little bit way ahead of you. I'm just turning inland now to line up for my approach, so you'll be halfway up the coast. You'll only be about 5 minutes behind me, I would say, Milky. I'm coming inland now to head over towards my final approach. Lovely scenery. I love this little trip up the coast to Los Angeles. Done it for many, many years. I should be a lot better than what I am at this game, to be honest. X-Plane, I had the other version before X-Plane. I mean, not X-Plane, Flight FSX. I should be a heck of a lot better than what I am, but I didn't really take it seriously for a long, long time. I try to do things right now, but I'm still learning. I'm still trying to get things right. I still botch up my landings and approaches, but I think I am improving slightly. If you keep doing it for long enough, keep practicing on a daily basis, you will improve. Like I said, it's just like playing the piano, I guess. So I don't know today if we're going to be actually landing or whether there's going to be a hell of a lot of carnage. I have no idea, but it's a practice day, and that's what it's for, just to practice. Right, I'm coming down. I'm going to put my landing lights are on. That is good. Beacon lights on. Taxi lights can go on now in advance. If you've just arrived, guys, welcome to the stream. Welcome to Jet and Airways. We're a casual, fun, virtual airline. We have all of our planes painted in the Jet and Airways livery, which you ought to see in the introduction to the stream. If you go back to the introduction of the stream, you'll see the Jet and livery on our airplanes, the pmdg planes and a few others. It's a lovely livery. And tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Zulu time, we have the unveiling of the new 777 from pmdg in Jet and Airways colours and liveries. And it looks fantastic, I got to tell you. So come along for that. Bring all your friends. It's free. There'll be champagne flowing like a river, sausage rolls, everything. Tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Zulu time, guys. We will unveil the beautiful new Jet and Airways 777. Okay, coming around to the left, and then we come around to the left again. And we will be on our finals, Malky. We are coming in, and it's going to be a beautiful thing. It's going to be the best butter landing I've ever done in my life. We will see, eh? We will see. Time to bring our gear down. I think we can. Gear down and locked. Gear down and locked. Flaps down 30. Flaps down 30. One more turn and we are on finals. Let the games begin. Here we go, guys. A little bit of cloud. I wish I could see the runway. It always makes me feel a bit happier when I can see the runway. Right, that's it. We're on finals. Let's bring our speed down a little bit, shall we? We're on finals. This is the best landing you'll ever see me do on YouTube. Plane sort of maneuvering around a little bit to get into position. Haven't got my dime. Oh, there it is. I can see the runway ahead. This makes me feel happy. If the ILS doesn't click in, then I can just turn off the autopilot and do a manual landing. It's all been done before to various degrees of success. Hope you're enjoying the stream, guys. Hope you're enjoying the video. Go to my channel, make a comment, click the like or subscribe. It is fun. We're a casual fun flying group at Jet and Airways. So beginners and amateurs, people just getting started in the flight sim, you're all welcome. Join up with us. We have group flights on Tuesdays. We have a Discord. I'll put the Discord in the description below. And don't forget our big reveal tomorrow night, Saturday night, 9 o'clock Zulu time. We have the big reveal of the new 777 in Jet and Airways livery. Let's bring the speed down a little bit more. A little bit more. Check landing lights on, taxi lights on. Flaps down 30. And there is the runway right ahead of us. Do we have any diamonds? Cannot see any diamonds at the moment. To be honest, I don't think we're going to get the ILS. I don't think we're going to get it. I have the plane. Maybe my altitude was too high. Possibly. Possibly my altitude was too high. But I have the plane and I'm going to bring her in manually, guys. Yeah, I think my altitude was too high looking at that. So let's bring this girl in manually. Let's see how she handles. Let's see how this girl handles with a manual landing, eh? I mean, this is how real pilots do it every day of the week, guys. They don't use the ILS all that often, to be honest. They all do manual landings. So here we are. Right on the white line. Speed brakes off. Flaps up. And welcome to Los Angeles, guys. Welcome to Los Angeles. I think we're going to taxi off. Which side are we going to taxi off? That side. Taxi off to the right. Okay, didn't want to stop, but I stopped. Let's cruise off to the right. Well, I'm okay with that landing, I think, guys. The approach was a little bit dodgy. The approach might have been a little bit dodgy. I didn't capture the ILS. I think maybe my altitude was too high. So I'll keep practicing that. But my manual landing, I think it was nice and soft. Could have been softer. But I was right on the white line, so I'm happy with that. For an amateur beginner, I think that manual landing was okay. Flaps are up, speed brakes down. And let's taxi over to the gate. Sorry, Malky, I'll get taxied over to the gate before I accept the group invitation. I'll get parked up. A little bit busy here with the stream. But I couldn't capture the ILS. So I just came in manually and get that truck out of the way. And I think I was quite happy with that manual landing. I was obviously too high altitude, so I had to lose a lot of altitude in a hurry. So I came down quite sharply, quite steeply, but managed to flatten out, get the speed down to around 140, 150 knots. My brakes locked on or something. No, brakes are not on. I should be able to move. What's the problem here? Should be able to move here. I don't know why. Don't know why. Don't know what's going on. Are we away now? What does this light say here? There's a little bit of warning. Configure flaps, auto throttle, disengage. Auto throttle is disengaged. Tire pressure, brake temperature. Okay, I got a few warnings there. Tire pressure, I may have overcooked the brakes on landing. What does that warning say there? Tire pressure, configure flaps, checklist, tires, brake temperature, tire pressure. So it's given me some warnings about my tire pressure and things. I haven't got any tires that are blowing out. They've all got air in them. We should be able to move. We should be able to move. So I don't know what's happening there. Let's try this again. Hold down the toe brakes. Bring that up. Hold down. And it releases. And we should be able to go. No, it doesn't want to let us go. Doesn't want to let us go, but I'm sure it's something simple with this brake here. I think pmdg are going to actually fix it. I mean, I have been doing it right. It works most of the time, but for now it just doesn't seem to work. I'll hold down the toe brakes, let it release, and it's still locked up. So a little bit of a bug there. I think still need we may still need a little bit of an update with that one. It's still a little bit twitchy. But that's okay. We will sort it out, and then we will head over to the hold short. I mean, we'll head over to the gates and park up. So I'm sorry I didn't really complete the flight by getting over to the gates to park up. A little bit disappointing. But anyway, thank you for calling into the stream, guys. I really appreciate it. Welcome to Jet in Airways. Please go to the channel, hit the like, make a comment, give us a thumbs up, hit the bell icon, and you'll be notified when we're streaming again. I will put the Discord in the description below. Don't forget, tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Zulu time, the unveiling of the beautiful PMDG 777-300ER in the Jet in livery. It is going to be awesome. So that's Saturday night, 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. Zulu time. So I will see you there, and it's going to be fantastic, and we'll do a stream at that time. May even do a little flight, okay? Hopefully we won't have the same problems we had today. But to be honest, I'm happy with that flight. I enjoyed it. The takeoff was nice. We didn't capture the ILS, but I did a manual landing, which is what most pilots do most of the time, to be honest. And I nailed it. I was right on the white line, nice and soft. So I'm happy with that landing. Came down a little bit steep. The approach could have been better, but I'm happy with the landing for where I am at the moment. I'll keep up the practice. Okay guys, nice to have you on board. I will talk to you soon. See you tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Zulu time. Over and out. Cheers.